Hey y'all, welcome back to the DG Outdoors channel. Today's video, I have the vintage camo Showdown. Now this is mostly going to be vintage hunting camo, and when I say vintage hunting camo, it's got to be at least 20 years old. And I have quite a few pieces to show you guys. But the picture, as my thumbnail was super cringeworthy, I put on some vintage duck hunter camo that I had from the 70s, and maybe in '98 took a picture and posted it all over Facebook, so it's kind of funny. My brothers laughed at it, whatever. I like the nostalgia. So we're going to start out with that here. Then after this, I am going to post another video of some modern hunting camouflage patterns and stuff that I have, which is going to be less than 20 years old. So, yeah, so this is probably going to be the only video like this because I've looked them up and there ain't too much stuff on vintage hunting camo. You have a lot of stuff on vintage military camo, which I have some in here because you can use it hunting. So let's get started, guys, with the 1970s duck hunter camo, Vietnam era camouflage. Okay, the first one I got, guys, I bought these on eBay. Okay, these are duck hunter camo. These are a very, very thin material. I don't know if you guys can see through those right now, but these are water repellent safety bark hunting clothing made of Altoona, Pennsylvania. Clean only with a soapy cloth. You guys, these are the standard pants they would have wore back in the 70s and 80s as hunting clothing. They are very, very soft. They're actually super comfortable to wear. Okay, the only spot that I had to do is like I had to fix a little pinhole right here with some thread, nothing big. But these are really, really comfortable. Now they're thin, so if I was going to wear these hunting and it was a little chilly outside, I'd wear long underwear underneath them or sweatpants or something underneath them to try to keep them insulated. But they have adjustment tabs on the back, okay? And this was a very popular hunting camo from like the 50s all the way through the mid 80s, right before Realtree and Mossy Oak came out, okay? And I do have a couple pairs of those. Now, in addition to that, these pair of pants right here, okay, they don't have any like side pockets on there, which is a bummer. I didn't know that, but they do have two pockets right here and two butt pockets, so still really, really cool. And for my vintage hunting videos, I will be wearing these, okay? I have a hoodie coming in the mail that matches this, okay, this green style. Now this came in two patterns. It came in the green duck hunter pattern, okay, and it came in the tan duck hunting pattern, which I showed this jacket or shirt off yesterday. This is by Duck Bay brand, okay, and it's just a brown color, more for the fall. A lot of waterfowl guys would wear this. This camo has been reintroduced. Okay, duck hunters are still wearing this camo. And the only reason why I call it vintage is because that's when it came out. It's got a little duck right here on the breast pocket. I've only done work on this a little bit. I bought this at Goodwill, okay, and I had to sew a button right here, which I just did today. The shirt's definitely a thicker material. It's made of 100% cotton, made in Malaysia. Okay, and it's a really nice shirt. I don't wear it that often because I had nothing to wear with it to make it match. So when I found these, I was like, hey, you know what? For the price, you guys can tell I got it at Goodwill because here's the little thingy right here, the little tab, which I'll pull off later. But yeah, guys, for the vintage look, I thought this was really, really cool. I used to have a jacket that looked like this. I wore it in my Ruger Hawk Elite 2 video, and then I got rid of it. I do have a pair of coveralls at my grandma's that I gave to her that are this camo pattern right here. Duck hunter camo. I paid $5 for them at a yard sale. So let's start off with another common camo pattern. The Woodland M82, also known as Army camo. Thing's been around since the 80s, okay, and it's got three colors in it. It's got tan, green, and brown. This is a twilled material, okay, so this would be for like colder weather. I have a hot weather one too. It's a little bit thinner, which is the ripstop material. But man, I used to wear this stuff all the time as a kid, and that's all we pretty much had growing up was Dad's BDUs he'd give to us to hunt in, or hand-me-downs from somebody else, you know, and they worked good, you know. Back in the day, they didn't need all that scent-away stuff and all that fancy products and scent-free laundry soap and detergent and all that stuff, you know. So I still wear this stuff. I'll throw on a pair of BDU camo pants and go squirrel hunting, things like that. So I really like these. You guys can find these pretty much Goodwill anywhere. It's where I got this jacket, was Goodwill. Okay, so the other thing I have, Realtree Original Camo, 1986, when the company first came out. It looks like tree bark. Now, back when they made this hunting camo, everything, you painted a picture and they put it on cloth. Okay, this is by Rattler brand right here. These camo patterns right here, the Duck Hunter camo, this basic Realtree Original is coming back into fashion, where everybody wants the retro look. Especially the Mossy Oak Bottomland never went out of style, which looks kind of like this, but I don't have any of that. But guys, this shirt I bought on eBay, and it is a very material is very stiff material. Let's see. It's made in the USA, Rattler's brand, but guys, I used to have a pair of pants that matched these. I don't anymore, but they came out with a green version of this, and then there was a tan version of this for later in the fall. And I used to have a pair of coveralls that looked like this. All that stuff had patches all over it from all the holes that were in it. But y'all, I just love this camo pattern, and it works really, really well. So the best thing about this camo pattern though is it looks like a tree, so you can't get any more camouflage than that, you know, sitting by a tree looking like a tree. So that's kind of the reason why I like this pattern. The next pattern I have, okay, came out in like 1997, is Realtree Extra. Realtree Extra Original. You guys can tell they were still painting on the pictures and stuff. But this is really cool because this was the first camo pattern that showed a lot of openness to the pattern. Okay, so it would blend in a lot of environments and stuff that were really, really nice. And it had a lot of green leaves and brown leaves to it, and I got this at Goodwill. I really like this. I was like 6 years old when this pattern came out. But they've revamped, Realtree's revamped a lot of their vintage camo patterns and updated them and stuff, and when I do the next video on modern hunting camo, we'll show a lot of that. But here's the shirt. This is what it originally would look like, and this is what it would look like 25 years later. And a pair of Liberty camouflage Realtree Extra pants. Now this is Realtree Extra green, because it's got a lot more green leaves, and it had a Realtree Extra brown, which had all dead leaves on it for late fall. I actually took a pair of these and made shorts out of them. You guys have seen me wear them in my other videos. They do have pockets right here, which are really, really nice. They've got the, they're like a BDU style hunting pant. Liberty was a really, really big manufacturer of hunting camouflage, coveralls, everything like that back in the day, and they made some really good products. You guys can tell these pants are 25 years old. There's not a hole in them. They're still really, really comfortable. I wear them on a lot of hunts. I wear them around the house. I work in them. You know, got these at a thrift shop, church-owned thrift shop. So, yeah, these are really, really cool. All right, so running on the 10-minute mark here. So, I also have a face mask. That's that Realtree Extra camo. This is the. Wow, cool. Alright, so this is the Realtree Extra Brown. There's no green in here that I can see. So all your leaves were brown and not green. Kind of cool. I didn't know I had a piece of that to show you guys. It's kind of neat. 1996, Mossy Oak released one of their best-selling camo patterns ever, which is why they made Mossy Oak Breakup, Mossy Oak Breakup Infinity, Mossy Oak Breakup Country, and now the Country DNA or something like that. So there's a lot of variants of this. This is the 1996 version of Mossy Oak Country, Mossy Oak Breakup, the first Mossy Oak Breakup. You guys can tell, the good thing about this pattern, showed a lot of depth. Casted shadows on the pattern, thing that never really been done before this time, okay? Now the one thing I thought was funny about this is when they did the leaves. The only time I've ever seen white leaves let's see, let's find a white leaf. Anytime I've ever seen a white leaf like that is when they're laying on the ground dead. Never really up in a tree very often. But they did put some green in here, and this was a really cool pattern. I've had a lot of shirts, a lot of long sleeve shirts just like this one right here. Okay? And that's what it looks like. Really cool pattern. You guys can find all this stuff eBay, Goodwill, thrift shops, flea markets, wherever. The last pattern I have to do right now, and they're still making this today because I only bought these a couple months ago. We're going to show you guys a little bit of the difference in material. Is the Rothko brand Smokey Branch camo. Okay. This has got brown and green oak leaves on it. It's got a vertical tiger stripe pattern for the bark. I just really like this pattern so much that I actually have brand new coveralls in the storage unit look like these. You guys have seen a review on them. Okay. And they were cheaper and I just liked them. You guys see how light this is right here, you know? It's a cotton material. You guys can still find these on Amazon and eBay. It's called Smokey Branch Camo by Rothko. And this has been out forever. And they do a lot of remakes of military camouflage. If you guys didn't know, that's why I threw it out there. So here's the pants. Okay. They are a BDU military style pant in the Smokey Branch camouflage pattern. Okay. They do have hats, booty hats, jackets, BDU jackets. Okay, this is your classic 5-pocket pant. Right here, I really like these. These are medium, so they fit kind of loose in the knees, which is good if you want to put anything underneath them. You guys see a big difference? Look at the color difference between the material. This is not really ripstop material, but maybe a twill. Yeah, twill material. And the color difference is just way different in these. But either way, I still like this camo pattern, yeah. So that was just a little look at the vintage camo Showdown. Hopefully I showed you guys some things that you may not have known, or you know, if you're around going, man, that camo pattern looks old, or it does, just because it's older vintage doesn't mean it won't work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's cheap. You may look like a doofus out in the woods, but it doesn't matter. Camouflage is made to break up your outline, and sometimes nostalgia is pretty cool. You know, some of these old camo patterns that you can find at thrift shops and things like that are coming back into style nowadays. So y'all remember, like, comment, subscribe. Jesus loves you, and I will see you guys on the next one. Sorry. Oh, the Mountain Dew's coming back to me. Thanks for watching, y'all.